Hi everyone! Today we're going to be looking at the medicine ball pump. So the purpose of this test is to measure upper body power. So the medicine ball for women is a 6K and for men it is a 9K. So what you need for this is chalk, ice, obviously an area to do it in, and a 45-degree incline bench. So the procedure for the test is you need to firstly do like a 5-minute warm-up, a warm-up that will include moving your arms about and doing lots of actions that would imitate the throw, and then you move on to the test. So basically what you do with the test is you're lying down on the inclined bench and you're putting your arms behind your head, and the tape for the test will be down next to you, and basically you're going to throw the ball as far as you can and someone will measure it with a bit of tape and will chalk it and see where it is. After that, obviously you just do like a small cool down. You do 3 to 5 attempts of this and you have 2-minute breaks in between. So scoring wise, women's peak power would be 214 and men's would be 477. Honestly, I really just wish I had some way to show you how to do the test, but sadly I've not got a volunteer. Oh wait, Elise, would you like to do the medicine ball test?
Why not?
So what you'll need is some kind of medicine ball. Do we have that?
We don't have that. Can I use a pillow?
Yes, yes you can. So if you just want to find an area on the ground, what you would be doing is you'd be doing this on an incline bench, but we don't have an incline bench, so we'll just need to do it like this. So what you want to do is you want to be lying on your back with your knees up, because you would be lying on a bench with your legs down. And you're going to hold the medicine ball up behind your head like this. You're then going to pull your arms back and throw it forward as far as you can, and that's what we would measure.
Like right now?
Yeah. Perfect. So if you want to practice that a couple of times, and then we'll measure it for you at the end. Okay? Okay, so while Lisa's doing that, we'll talk about the article. So the article is called Effective Stretching on Upper Body Muscular Performance. So this was done by Torres, Orlando, et al. So the people that took part in this, it was 11 D1 athletes for track and field took part in this test. The purpose was to measure static dynamic stretching on muscular performance. So basically, are you skiving? You're not doing anything.
You did it like 5 times.
So yeah, so see if static or dynamic stretching before you would do certain fitness tests, like strength tests, would it make a difference to your actual performance? So this test didn't just look at the medicine ball pop, which is what we're looking at in class, but it also looked at things like the bench press, other tests to do with muscular strength. But one of the tests it did do was a medicine ball one. So basically, on 4 different occasions, athletes would do a 5-minute warm-up and a warm-up to do with moving their arms, and they would basically do this warm-up and then they would do one of the stretching techniques. So there was 4 different stretching techniques. One was no stretching, so that was a control. Then there was static stretching, dynamic stretching, and then static and dynamic stretching together. So basically they did each test 3 times on 4 different occasions. So there was 2 medicine ball tests, as I said, and then there was a bench press and a bench throw. So as I said, they did the warm-up, they were then shown how to stretch, and then they stretched, and then they completed the test. So the conclusion, the results were extremely similar for all tests. Stretching types made no difference. So basically, for the 4 tests that I just mentioned, there was no difference. And are you skiving again?
No, I'm really doing
This is not a game, this is a serious test. So basically there was no difference in the 4 different tests. The 4 different tests didn't impact if you did dynamic or static stretching. The results were always the same or very similar. However, what the test did mention was static stretching. So it said that, however, static stretching is known to have a negative effect on body speed, power and strength. So basically things that I've learned in the past, even as an athlete, is you don't static stretch before, and that's something I really agree with in the article, because if you static stretch before, you're shortening your muscle, Therefore, you're not going to have as much power or speed, or, you know what I mean, you're not just going to do as well as what you usually would do. So yes, that was the article. Right, one more throw, show everyone properly how to do it.
I'm a pro by now.
There we go. So that was the medicine ball pot. Thank you for listening.